So I thought it was time to do another video as a lot of us still stuck in this lockdown. And so I thought at a time when, we really need to be taking more care of ourselves, when stress levels may still be quite high, head massage I've talked about previously can be really valuable, both in just relieving stress, helping you to relax, and also in easing those tension headaches. So you know we know about Indian head massage. It's been around over 5,000 years, and certainly for me in practice, I have seen for myself how popular scalp massage is. Whether it's used during a Swedish massage treatment just to offer further relaxation, or sometimes at the end of, if someone's had quite an uncomfortable sports massage, it's been quite heavy going, it's quite nice for them to actually end on a relaxing note with a scalp massage. Now obviously it's never going to be the same when you do a massage on yourself, compared to if you have someone else doing it for you. But there are still numerous benefits, both physical, things like relieving sinusitis, or easing those tension headaches, but also in terms of mental health as well. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the benefits now, of having a head massage. So the first one, we know that head massage will help relieve anxiety, help ease symptoms of depression, and this is because a scalp massage will increase the oxygen supply to the brain, which helps you think more clearly, kind of like that feeling you get after you've done exercise. You feel a lot more clear-headed, and this then in turn reduces the anxiety and improves your mood, just helps you to feel a bit more positive. It also will help to renew your energy levels, and it does this, by stimulating the chakras. Obviously, you've got your third eye chakra here, and you've got your crown chakra at the top of your head. And so by stimulating those, again, scalp massage can really help to restore, the energy balance in your body. We've mentioned about headaches. Certainly it helps relieve migraines and tension headaches. Headaches are often caused by tension in mid-back, the neck, the shoulders, and also the head. And so obviously, working on the neck and the shoulders is also really beneficial. But a head massage, it will encourage a circulation of not only of blood and lymphatic fluid, but also the circulation of cerebral fluid, which reduces blockages that cause those headaches. In relieving all this tension and inducing a feeling of relaxation, head massage will also help in terms of insomnia and easing fatigue levels, and consequently, when you get a good night's sleep, obviously you're then going to wake up feeling less stressed and less tense. So it's kind of a bit of a cycle, but and when you're less stressed, your sleeping pattern is then going to improve as well. Head massage also, as any other massage, stimulates the lymphatic system, we know scalp massage, it will stimulate the circulation, both of blood and also encouraging lymph drainage, which means that oxygen and nutrients are being transported to the tissues more efficiently, and also you're able to remove waste products from those tissues as well. And certainly around the head and the neck there are numerous lymph nodes, so lymphatic flow around this area really is quite important. One of the benefits that I think a lot of people use head massage for is because it's thought to promote hair growth. Now, again, the improved circulation, the fact that scalp massage will cause dilation of those blood vessels in the head. All this helps to nourish and oxygenate the hair follicles, which consequently, is going to stimulate the scalp and the tissue itself, and help to, promote hair growth. And then probably the last main benefit of head massage is in terms of boosting memory. Short-term memory, has been proven by research to be affected by stress, long-term depression, PTSD, bipolar, things like that. But scalp massage can just help us to slow down, relax, and just slow down our thought processes, clear, that kind of foggy feeling in the head, and really just help to increase our awareness. And when this happens, we find that our short-term memory will often improve as well. So, quite a few benefits there. Now, probably one of the biggest things when I have clients come and they have scalp treatment is whether or not I use oil. Because quite often when they come to me, they're then maybe going out for lunch or having a walk around town, and they don't want to be walking around with greasy hair. Now, obviously, if you're doing this on yourself at home, that's not really an issue, but in terms of using oil, it really is up to you. You can easily do it without oil, but there are some benefits, of using an oil. You can pretty much use any kind of oil you like, but certainly sweet almond oil, obviously not for those of you with a nut allergy, but it is rich in vitamins A, B1, 2 and 6 and vitamin E, and we know that these vitamins help to soften the skin and nourish the hair. So again, if you're using it for hair loss, that may just be an extra little benefit by using sweet almond oil. Probably the most common oil that people use for a scalp massage is coconut oil, which again contains vitamins A, B and E, and also phosphorus, calcium, iron, magnesium and manganese. And these again, they nourish the skin and help the skin to control those oil secretions, and basically maintain a natural pH balance around the scalp area. Now, a common one that Coconut certainly is a common oil that people use, but also sort of with Indian head massage, a common oil to use is mustard seed oil, which is probably not one that a lot of people have heard of. But actually this can be quite good because it has both antibacterial and antifungal properties, as well as containing those vitamins A, B and E, which, as we've said, maintain skin health, promote a healthy hair and scalp. But the other benefit of mustard seed oil is that it is warming and it helps to draw blood to the surface and increase body heat. And in this way, it can then help to reduce inflammation. So also, in cases of headaches and things like sinusitis, that could be really beneficial. Now, also, if you are into your aromatherapy, of course, you can add a couple of drops of various essential oils, to just add further benefit, which I'm not actually going to go through those now. But if you would like to know about any essential oils that may be good for a particular scalp issue or something like that, then feel free to message me and I will let you know a couple that you can try. Okay, so I'm going to talk about just sort of reasons why you shouldn't do a scalp massage. Okay, so in terms of contraindications, there are some sort of definites that you should not have a scalp massage. So these would be things like if you've just recently had head or neck surgery or some kind of injury in that area. If you have had thrombosis, so a blood clot, or embolism around the head or neck area, severe bruising or recent hemorrhage. So also if you've had something like a TIA or a stroke, you're not really going to want to be doing this. If you've got a high temperature or any kind of skin condition or infection that particularly that's contagious or viral, bacterial or fungal, you don't want to do a scalp massage. And obviously, if you've got any kind of cuts, you want to avoid that area. And don't do a scalp massage if you are intoxicated, because again it can just particularly alcohol, it thins the blood anyway, and it can just kind of speed up the rate that the alcohol, speed up the effect of the alcohol on you. So they're the definites, but certainly there are some other areas where you should you can still do a massage, but just be cautious. And so these would be things like certain medications, inflammation and bruising, or any kind of undiagnosed lumps. We've mentioned cuts, you just want to avoid that area. Or if there's any kind of recent scar tissue as well, you just want to be careful that you're not sort of pulling on tissue that is still undergoing the healing process, because as we know, tissue heals a lot quicker on the outside than it does on the inside. And certainly if you have any conditions, any kind of nervous system dysfunction, circulatory problems, maybe you have high or low blood pressure, migraines, eye conditions, or if you are a diabetic or epileptic, then you should seek advice from your GP before you proceed with doing a treatment. But apart from that, you can go ahead. So I'm gonna talk through a basic routine for a head massage that you can do on yourself. It is a basic routine. Certainly, if you saw me in practice, I'd be doing more work on pressure points, going into the face, and sort of around the ears and things, but that's not always particularly easy to do on yourself. So I'm just, for the purpose of this video, going to focus just on the scalp, and things that are easy for you to do yourself at home. So if you are going to do this along with me, I am going to go through it quite quickly. Get your oil ready, and we'll get started. Okay, so we're going to start by just sort of loosening up around the neck, to hopefully just just relieve a little bit of tension to start with. So we're just going to start by doing some neck circles. So you're just going to go around either side, and you probably want to go around each way about 3 times, and then round the other way again about 3 times, and then we are just going to use 2 fingers, or you can use 3 if you like, and just circle around the temple area. And you can apply whatever pressure you want, just go as firm as you like and go in both directions. And obviously the slower you go, the more relaxing it will be, whereas if you go faster, it's generally a bit more sort of invigorating. Okay, so do that for maybe a minute or however long suits you, and then we're going to just, using the palm of our hands, stroke across the forehead, and then we're going to go up and again do it as many times as you like with whatever pressure is comfortable for you. Then we're going to use 3 fingertips, and we're going to just work around the shoulders. So if you can see, we're just working across the top of the shoulder there, doing little circles. Okay, and you're going to work all the way along from sort of towards the tip of the shoulder, all the way along the top of that trapezius muscle of the upper back. And you'll probably feel it just in that point there, which is sort of about halfway up to the crook of the neck. You go right the way along up into the side of the neck, and then you're going to do the same on the other side, again using whatever pressure is comfortable for you. And then obviously if you're using oil, just warm some up in your hands and just make sure that you apply it right the way around the scalp, all around the hairline and around the back as well, around the hairline and right into that where you've got that occiput, which you'll feel like the base of the skull, there's like a little ridge. Work right into there as well, and then we're just going to, using our fingertips, we're just going to basically do a sort of a shampooing motion all across the scalp, and so we're just going to not only move the whole hand around, but you're also going to be moving the fingers around. And again, this is quite a good one to have quite a firm pressure, so you're just going to want to start at the front, and you're going to go all the way across the scalp, around the sides, so that you can feel the skin moving under your fingers, and certainly again, you know, around, all around the back of the ears, and then right round into that occipital area at the base of the skull, because you've got a lot of lymph nodes in particular in these areas. You'll have a lot of sensitivity as well, so it can be a really good area to work if, you know, you get a lot of tension around your head and neck. And also, as you come up to the top of the scalp, along this midline here, you have the aponeurosis, which is a large tendon. So you really want to get that skin moving all along that midline. Really loosen that up, because you can get a lot of tension in that tendon. So by, you know, applying enough pressure to get that skin moving, you're going to help, you know, release some tension in that aponeurosis tendon. Okay, so once you've done that all the way over the scalp, you can then just basically do like a sort of a combing with your fingertips right the way from front to back, around the sides, all the way through. And again, however much pressure you want really on this. And then you can just use your fingertips to apply just a sort of a rubbing motion from the top down to the sides and down to the bottom. And this will really get the circulation going, and really help stimulate the hair follicles. You know, and spend, you know, a minute or however long doing that. So you've done all the way across your scalp. And then we're going to then use our fingers. We're going to push through the hair to the top of the scalp. Okay, so that your hair's lifting up. And then we're going to rest the hands in front. If you've got something to lean on, that's sort of better. Okay, and then we're going to just rest the hands across the front top of the scalp. Now, this can be quite good, just resting the hands here and having a little bit of compression can be really good for tension headaches. So just keep those there for a little while. Okay, and then what we're going to do with you know, with hands still in that position, so we're going to connect the fingertips at the top of the head, and then we're going to basically make fists, but we're going to keep the heel of the hand on the head so that we're not pulling the hair. We're going to make fists, which just gives a pulling and tightening on the hair. And then you can go around the scalp doing the same thing, right round the back. Until you've covered all the way over the head. Now, again, it's up to you how much, how much pressure you apply, and how much you sort of pull and tighten on the hair. Some people quite like a bit of pulling. Other people, you know, find that their scalp is really too sensitive. And certainly if you suffer with hair loss, I would say, you know, be careful not to pull too tight. So yeah, once you've continued with this fisting movement all across the head, we're then going to go back to that kind of shampooing right the way all around the back, the sides, to really stimulate those lymph nodes, and then front and all across the top until you've covered, and really just pull the hair up when you get to the top. Obviously, some of you men may have a bit of trouble with that if you've got really short hair. And just pull through the hair. Okay, and then we're going to rest the heel of the hand. We're going to rest basically just above the ears with fingertips pointing up, and we're just going to pull up firmly up the sides of the head until the fingers meet at the top of the head. I'm just going to pull up. And again, apply as much pressure as you want. And then again, just rake the fingers through from front to the back of the scalp until you've covered right around the sides. Okay, so then once you've done that, we're just going to basically go, we've talked about a lot of lymph nodes being around the ears, just using fingers and thumbs, just little circles all around that cartilage at the top of the ear, right down towards the lobes. Just small circles. And again, this is an area where, you know, there's a lot of sensitivity and some people like quite a firm pressure. But really just, it's up to you, you know, how much. Okay, and you can also do just some little circles around the back of the ear as well, on each side. Because again, this is an area that really has a lot of lymph nodes, so you'll really be helping stimulate the lymphatic circulation. So obviously, as I said, you know, if you came to see me, you know, for a scalp massage, I would be looking at, you know, pressure points and lymph nodes around the face. But it is a bit more difficult to do those. So, you know, for the purpose of a self-massage, I've really just focused on the scalp. You know, certainly you can add in, if you want, just using the fingertips as sort of working from the hairline, almost like you've got hair bands across the head. So you can just sort of with 4 fingers and just do circles both ways, and then do the next sort of band, and then the next, and work your way back, and that will help stimulate a few extra, you know, in sort of promote that lymphatic circulation a bit more. But yeah, so that's really a basic scalp massage that you can do at home to help relieve stress and ease headaches and sinusitis and things like that. So that's really it from me for today. So hope your hair is not too much of a mess now after you've done that, and I'm sure I'll be doing some more videos again. So, but for now, that's all from me. So, bye.